By the end of this 3-minute video, you're going to understand some important tips on how to select the right sounds for your drums, the right arrangements, and the right vibe. Let's make a dark pop beat like Post Malone and The Weeknd. After I show you how to make the beat, I'm going to show you how to make sure that the beat is rappable. My name's Overthrow, I'm a guitarist, producer, and artist. Let's get to work. So this is a loop I grabbed from my Spanish guitar loop kit. The link is in the description. First, I feel like a snap really belongs on this, just like a reverby, like. When selecting a sound, you want to make sure you have the vibe of the song in your head. You want to have it fully mapped out so that way you know you're picking the right sound. But if you feel lost, like sometimes I don't know how to use a snare, a clap, a snap, whatever, I'll actually listen to some other artists' songs and just like keep in mind of what they use, because typically their sounds sound tight. In this instance, I typed snap and literally the first one is perfect. I went through the other ones and some of them are loops, but like that first snap is sick. I'm gonna add some low end to it. So this is what it sounds like dry. This song is dark, it's low key, we need some reverb on that shit. I love Valhalla's reverb with some pre-delay. I like to have like my delays around 4 seconds for the drums. That's a little bit much, but then I also like to have it on a dark chamber so that way it just sounds like ambient and echoey. And then I set the depth up a little bit. And I took an EQ and put a high shelf on the snap so that way it's a little less bright. Versus, if you were making this beat, you might be inclined to have a kick that just slams the front, but I feel like more of like a would like really work for it. It's really important to play your beat while you're picking sounds, because I was actually going to pick this top one here, but then I played the beat while I was sampling through the kicks, and I actually want this one instead. So now it sounds like this. Another thing that I can see a lot of producers doing on a Weeknd Post Malone type beat is just having hi-hats knocking out the front like a trap beat, but you have to pay attention to the vibe of the songs that they've already released as artists, because the hi-hats, they're like in the back and they're like coasting, so that way they can have a better flow on top. So we're gonna find a hi-hat loop like that. I found this hi-hat loop. It's not even close to the right BPM, but I felt like the way it was laid out just matches the vibe. So I stretched it out to match the BPM and then added a 16th note delay on it so that way it sped up a tiny bit. The next step is to add a little bit more flavor to it. So I went through to find some snares, and I found that this snare just works best because it chops real quick. And then I added it in with this type of groove to it. So to make sure that artists actually want to use this beat, do this. All this time we could be different, babe. I can't stand it when I feel this way, yeah. All of this negative energy, just because you mistreated me, yeah. I don't understand it, why you do just what you do. It's like you're from a different planet. Alright, so if you didn't gather that, the trick was to try and flow on it yourself. You don't have to record it, but if you feel yourself just catching a rap flow or a singing flow on your beats, then artists are gonna want to use it. If you caught a vibe with the loops too, I have a bunch of loops in the description, just hit the link below, and I hope you have a great day. That's exactly how to make a dark pop type beat. Peace.